Whoop up boo doo boo doo.
Oh, and welcome back to the Jen and Thomas podcast for this very I don't want to say festive, but let's say sports aware episode.
Sporty.
Welcome back to the sporty episode of the Jen and Thomas podcast. I am your host, Thomas.
And I'm your special guest, Jen.
And join me as sometimes as my special guest, Brandon Churchill. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, Thomas.
So, Brandon, Super Bowl weekend is coming up this weekend.
Whoop up boo doo doo doo.
I don't know if you're familiar, but the Kansas City Chiefs are playing
Against the Beagles?
Yeah, the Philadelphia Beagles, which they must be a couple of expansion teams because I don't know if I've ever heard of either of these.
The Chefs and the Beagles. Is this Korean teams?
Yeah, the NFL went international this most recent year.
Did you get the joke?
Oh. I did not get the joke, but I did just then.
Whoops.
But so anyway, I just made a connection.
I'm gonna get canceled.
Yeah. But Brandon, do you know where the what do they call it? The Super Bowl? Do you know where the Super Bowl is being held this year?
Vermont?
Yeah. A very specific small town in Vermont called Arizona.
Oh.
And by a small town, I mean a state on the other side of the country.
Oh, that's weird.
Very easy to get that confused. I know it's hard. But so, in the spirit of it being Arizona, I thought we could go with a little bit of a desert-y, Arizona-y, very popular in the state-y kind of drink.
And correct me if I'm wrong, this is like a pretty mainstream drink.
Yes, it is. And that is a tequila sunrise, which I'm just now seeing that it is also kind of Kansas City Chiefs colors.
Oh, you're right. Is that forecasting?
I think that's my forecast. So not only is it an Arizona beverage, but we're also staying Missouri strong with the Kansas City.
Okay.
But yeah, let's have a sip. Well, first off, smells very tequila heavy.
That was a cool clink.
Yeah.
Very tequila heavy,
Yeah,
yes.
to me it smells a little more tequila than it tastes, but it's... Danielle had a sip earlier, and she was just like, it's just like orange tequila. And it's pretty similar to what it is, so it is about...
Okay, well, what's a mimosa? Because that's
Orange
just
juice.
orange champagne.
It is.
So this is orange tequila.
It tasted like orange-flavored tequila, not like tequila and orange juice. It tasted like just tequila.
Okay, well, this tastes like watery orange tequila.
Because we kept you waiting so long.
There's a good tequila flavor in this, but it's not
Oh, yeah.
it's not bitey.
Yeah, no, I agree. It doesn't bite, but so... what? Fuck.
Wiggity what?
Wiggity what? Tequila Sunrise, it has about 2 ounces of tequila. It has a 4 ounces of orange juice, or you just kind of top it off, and then also a 1/4 ounce to a 1/2 ounce of grenadine.
Which we didn't have.
Yeah, we didn't have, which everybody that was there with me backed me up on this. I had it in my basket.
Yeah, I don't know what
But
happened.
the lady didn't ring it up, I guess.
Or give it to you.
Yeah, so we didn't have it, and so for all of you purists out there, we just use like the cherry juice, cherry water from a jar of cherries.
Yeah.
But it gives it the same look, and it's a somewhat similar
It
taste.
still has the same color, but I don't know if
Danielle,
the
would you mind
flavors are-
grabbing me that bottle of tequila if you don't mind? Thank you.
Oh, and then 2 shot glasses, please, because I want to try the tequila by itself. Because I'm thinking
about raw dog on this tequila.
I'm thinking it's pretty smooth, just based on this drink.
CG did not like that comment.
I don't think she liked the term raw dogging.
She didn't like the term or the act.
She doesn't
Could
like
you pour us
moist
like a
raw
quarter?
dogging.
Could you pour us a little sip of each?
Just
Drink,
like a
monkey?
half a scooch. Ooh, baby.
I've never seen someone work so hard to pull a little cork out.
I've never seen somebody so excited.
Damn, girl.
She's trying to kill us. Drippy, drippy, boy.
I'm going to have to Uber home after that drink you just poured me.
Raw dogging it, all right?
Here you go. So before we taste it, hold on.
He wants to read the bottle.
So before we get it, this is tequila, or it's single estate tequila ocho, 100% pure agave or pure de agave, pure agave. This is bottle number 187,248. Hencho en Mexico. That probably means made in.
It sounds right.
And then the back is in cursive. And fun fact, I cannot read cursive.
Seriously, let me see that shit. Let me see that bad boy.
That bad boy.
Well, it doesn't help that this is... Okay, well, the first two words were in Spanish. I was like, is this all in Spanish? The birthplace takes its name for the fact that there is a spring coming out of the ground. It is the place where the water gives birth to Agave Nueva. New water river. It's the largest ranch of Carlos this isn't interesting at all.
Riveting. So anyway, Brandon.
Notes.
Okay.
Green apple, pears, bitter orange. What does that sound? Is that our background?
Yeah, that's the ambiance, which we will get to for those of you at home. Don't worry.
White pepper, clove, rosemary, fresh, and mineral. Fresh. I don't know. It's in cursive, dog.
I know. That's why I said I didn't want to read it. You're like, nah. I got that shit. Hand it over. And then he's like, oh, what? Oh.
Palate. Grilled pineapple, rosemary, celery, and live peel.
I doubt I'm going to taste any of that. But let's try it out, Brandon. Let's raw dog the tequila.
Okay.
Oh, Mom, earmuffs for that. Smells strong.
Not bad.
It's a bit smoother than I expect. It's got like a
Still tequila.
It's tequila, but not nearly as much bite. For me.
The Bud Light makes everything better. My Bud Light also smells like pizza. What are you doing?
Just stirring my drink. I poured the rest of my shot in there. But so
Stirring
anyway,
your
thoughts on the tequila? It's not bad tequila. It's strong. I'm not a big tequila guy.
Me neither. And it's not too bad.
It definitely has it's definitely got like some bitter in it, but no like bite.
I feel like I can taste the peppers.
Yeah. Peppers? You mean the white pepper? That's white peppercorn. That's not a pepper like a jalapeno.
No, but it said something like almost like green peppers, but I got the vibe from reading that.
I was not listening.
Okay.
But speaking of peppers grow pretty well in my home state, which brings
Nebraska?
us... Yeah, Nebraska, which brings us to our ambiance today. What do we have on the TV here?
This is a Nebraskan no, I'm just kidding. The Arizona Desert.
It's the Sonoran Desert in East Valley, Arizona. We have Scarface in the
I
background.
believe it's a sunrise.
Is it? Yeah. No. We would see the sunrise coming from over the mountain. This is almost
Isn't that
the
east,
sunset.
though?
This is east. We're looking east. This is where I lived.
Oh.
So there's saguaros, jumping choyas, a couple of shrubs. That's creosote.
What is a jumping choya?
Didn't you hear me talk at you walk by these things?
Okay,
you
well,
walk
the
by these
listeners didn't.
Yeah, so a jumping choya, for those of you that know, you know. But they're like these like little goblin looking, they kind of look like
Corner
CG.
goblin?
Yeah, no, they're just these like weird cacti that like kind of like, and they jump out and get you. And they like these like little balls, they stick to you and then they eventually fall off and then they propagate and become a cactus in the new place.
Yeah, the description for this video does say sunrise in Mesa. So
East Valley. I didn't live it. Hey, so I was right. I told you I lived northwest of there. But yeah, so we have our little ambiance here of the Sonoran Desert. The Super Bowl is going to be here in Arizona. Tequila Sunrise is a popular drink where I'm from, but the Tequila Sunrise, Brandon, actually has its origins in Arizona.
really,
And by its origins is it was pretty much a completely different drink. Maybe if there's some kind of Arizona-related holiday besides the Super Bowl, I think this would kind of be an interesting drink to revisit.
okay.
So the original Tequila Sunrise was tequila, creme de cassis, cassis. I don't know, but it's made from like black currants, and then lime juice and soda water. So I think that'd be kind of a fun drink to try sometime.
What's that called?
That was the original tequila sunrise.
Oh, okay.
And that was made in the Arizona Baltimore Hotel or Biltmore Hotel, where it was created by Gene Sulit, Sulit, in the late 30s, early 40s, somewhere in there. But the more modern version of the cocktail was like I don't know why there was like the original and then the reinvention. I don't know why it's still considered the same drink. But then it was created by Bobby Lazoff and Billy Rice in the 70s. But that was in California. But its roots are in Arizona from the Biltmore.
I see.
But yeah, overall, I do like it. I mean, we weren't able to make this drink like with the actual grenadine because the lady, I don't know, stole it. I don't know what happened. But
I don't know how it didn't end up with us, but at least you didn't pay for it.
yeah,
so.
but it definitely smells stronger than it tastes. But that might be our tequila. But like, there's no bite. The orange isn't bad, and like, I don't know. I think what I think is maybe a cherry or like pineapple infused tequila.
Yeah.
I think that would take this a long way.
Yeah, I mean, this is very the flavor of the tequila is very present in this.
I think I want a little more sour.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like a lime juice or something, maybe.
A lime juice would be good.
Tequila
Well,
and
we
lime
did-
goes together like ketchup and mustard.
Yeah. Well, we had a when we were looking in the store, there were a couple of infused vodkas I was looking at, and there was one that kind of interested me. It was a jalapeno and cucumber infused vodka or tequila.
I hate cucumber.
Well, listen, I thought that a jalapeno infused tequila would be good for this.
Yeah.
Like after tasting it, I'm like, I'm glad I didn't go with that because the cucumber would have thrown it off. But if there was just a jalapeno infused tequila, I think that would have a place in this.
Potentially.
Yeah, I think.
Or like if you did that with like a mango juice.
Oh, like a make this with mango juice.
Mango juice with the
jalapeno?
jalapeno, you know?
I think that would have been good.
You know what I'm saying?
Danielle, our drink monkey, is displeased with her tequila sunrise, so she's adding a
putting
can
the
of squirt.
into it.
Which, hey, those of you listening at home, you know I'd put a little bit of squirt on everything, right?
You know, I'm not opposed to trying that because, honestly, not a big fan of this drink.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hey, ladies and gentlemen at home, they're not all going to be winners. We didn't
So now we have like
a hybrid.
yeah, well, it's red at the bottom, it's kind of orangey yellow in the middle, and then it's got like a white top to it.
Thomas is over here raw dogging his drink.
Dude, I'm raw dog. I raw dog every aspect of life.
Oh my god.
But no, I stirred my drink with my finger.
Same. Because I'm a man.
Ooh. The squirt did it. Maybe, guys, if you're making tequila sunrises at home, maybe do like half orange juice, half grapefruit juice.
Just a squirt.
A squirt. That's good. I like this a lot. This is what it needed for me.
Yeah, it adds a layer of depth that wasn't there before. It seemed like a very flat drink, and now it's kind of got some
Well,
some
and to
like, depth
me,
to it.
I do think that this is a good drink to show off, or not to show
Feature.
off, but to feature the tequila.
Agree.
Like the orange and the cherry. Even if we had real grenadine, that wouldn't have neutralized anything.
Kind of disappears.
Yeah, it's definitely something to...
It's a catalyst for the tequila.
Yeah, it's definitely something to really show off your tequila. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Showcase it.
I like it now.
Now we have like an actual drink
Yeah.
that we can
You know, at some
tolerate.
point, we're going to have to learn how to define a cocktail.
What do you mean?
Like, what is a cocktail? Like, is it 2 ingredients? Is it like any 2 things mixed? Is it a 3-ingredient minimum, I mean?
Well, the way we've been doing it
Everything we have has
has
had
been
3
a cocktail.
ingredients.
Well, other
Except for shoe polish. That was just scotch and soda.
yeah. Well, that's still 2 ingredients.
I know, but
cocktail.
do I want to call that a cocktail?
Yeah, it's a cocktail.
I feel like there needs to be a 3rd element.
Is that what we're gonna define our definition of cocktail? Is
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
I think a cocktail is anything that you mix. If you have to mix it together, it's a cocktail. If you pull it out of like the fridge and hand it to somebody, then it's not a cocktail.
Okay.
Even though they have canned cocktails, I don't know if I consider that necessarily a cocktail. If you have to mix it, it's a cocktail.
Okay. You got me.
You agree with that?
I agree. I'm here for you. But so, in Brandon, Tequila Sunrise, Arizona, this has got to be a sunset because I don't see the sun coming up from behind the mountain.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I almost dropped my phone. So I don't know if you know this, but Arizona is kind of known for having the most beautiful sunsets. Have I ever shown you a picture?
Maybe.
I'm going to show you a picture. And for those of you listening at home, I'll post one on the Instagram, and then I'll just also look it up for yourself. So, but so this is what it looks like.
Oh wow!
And it like as the sun goes down behind the mountains, like the sky just turns all to these like blues and purples and like oranges, and that's like one of the reasons that the Phoenix Sun's colors are blue or purple and orange.
This one has teal.
Let me see. Yeah, and that's what it is. It's not like. I'm sure it's edited just at like some level, but that's really what it's like.
Yeah, I don't think it's that color of teal necessarily. Well,
No,
maybe it is because there's a couple of these that do have that.
And then there are times
teal.
that like the sky is just pink.
It's insane. Look at that one.
Yeah, that's where I lived, man. Every day.
Ew.
What do you
so
mean?
Sick
Ew.
of the beauty.
Yeah, just about.
You can't appreciate it without your shit cloudy days. Your Midwest overcast winters.
Because it's just like this big open sky and things like that. But there's like other weird things. Like, I mean, I don't know how true it is. I'm not a meteorologist, but
I thought you were gonna say aliens.
No. Well, there was an alien sighting above Phoenix in the 90s. The Phoenix Lights.
I thought you were gonna say the China balloon.
Oh no, but because it's like this big open sky, and then in Arizona it's 300 plus days of sunshine a year, like no clouds,
Wow.
and there's only
that's not the Sunshine State.
no. Well, here's the other thing: we're not known as the sunshine state. We have more daylight hours than Florida, and then people are like, oh, Colorado has all those mountains. Arizona has more mountain peaks than Colorado.
Wow.
But we're the Grand Canyon state. We're more than just a big hole. Am I right?
More of a gash, really.
Yeah. But no, the Grand Canyon is also beautiful. Arizona is just amazing in every way. To me, you have like the valley. Don't go to Tucson. You know what? Just don't go. But you have the Valley of the Sun. That's where I lived, and that's the Sonoran Desert. And then just like an hour north, you get into Sedona, which is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. It's like another planet. Like the mount, you're so close to the mountains and they're so tall, like you feel like you're looking up forever, and it's just mountain.
Wow.
And it's like red. It looks like the planet Mars. It's insane because the elevation's high. They have like snow-capped mountains like well into the spring, which is not common there. And then you go up north even further, like Prescott and Flagstaff. It's like these national forests, these dense pine forests. It's like, really thick woods, and a lot of people think the entire state is like a desolate desert. And then you have like the Grand Canyon. Oh my gosh, you gotta go.
Very versatile state.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why Arizona is becoming like one of the more popular Super Bowl locations. Oh yeah, but anyway, because like it's this big open sky with like never like too many clouds, or if there are clouds, they're pretty thin, and then there's like all this dust in the air. So like when the sun is setting, like the light is casting across, it like just does it in these really interesting ways. But from when I was a kid, yeah, like I said, I don't know how true this is, but they said like because like the way the light like hits the dust, that's what gives you these specific pinks and purples, and then when there's like the clouds, the sun will be like hitting the sky above the clouds, but not the clouds. So that's why those are in different colors. And then because the sun is coming down from behind these mountains, you get this like really cool black outline of the mountains. Because where I lived also, unless you're staring at like a wall, but like no matter which direction you look, you see mountains. Like I said, it was a valley. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I don't know if they ever built it, but there was a proposed bike path that would connect all of the mountains, and it was 122 miles.
Wow.
For those like serious people. You wouldn't do it all in one day.
The people that wear spandex.
Yeah.
And the goofy looking helmets.
I used to have a little pair of biker shorts and biker shirt. I used to have like the little outfit.
You would.
I know. Well, I was a big cyclist, but then they're all kind of insufferable. Yeah. Oh my God, dude! I was even driving here in St. Louis, and I love walkable cities. I love bike cities, but here in St. Louis, These people, they're still driving in like the middle of the road when there's a bike lane. And I'm like, don't live in a place that has gone out of their way to be a bike-friendly city and then not take advantage of the bike-friendly features.
Well, what was it? It was Friday that we were driving, and the people in their vehicles were in the bike lane because they didn't realize that it was a bike lane and not an actual lane.
Don't worry, we're gonna get back to sports. Just you wait. Well, for those of you listening, Brandon put his feet on Corner Goblin, and Corner Goblin is kind of known for having this little foot fetish thing.
Especially like the webbed feet.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like, you're just going to have to ask her to explain yourself. I don't want to get into it because it makes me sick.
She has this really incredible fascination with the word moist as well.
She's like, I love a moist foot just right in my face.
I really, really love the word moist. I wish more people would use the word moist around me. I think she's going to throw up.
This is a nice moist podcast.
This is why we need the video element, because you can see how green she's turning.
I wish we had a video element for the last episode just so I could get my reaction shot of looking at Tina's when he said live, laugh, love. What?
Well, you should have seen Danielle's face when you were talking to her in the beginning.
What, was I saying some weird shit?
Well, about the drink and stuff.
Oh, of this one?
No.
Oh, the last one. Yeah,
she
was
supposed to come up with the drink, and she was just like, throwing me under the bus?
Oh, yeah. We need a video element just for reactions. But anyway, Brandon, we have our ambiance, we have our drink, we have our Super Bowl. You know what else we have?
Nachos.
Arizona trivia.
We're
only doing a few, but I just want to...
Oh, is this our game for the
This is our game
episode?
for the week, for the episode. It's a short one. I just want to teach you something. I want to teach the listeners something.
Wonderful.
And then they're just we're not even keeping score. We're just going to be doing a few.
Okay.
Number 1, no tricks.
All right.
What is the capital of Arizona?
Tricks are for kids. Phoenix.
Phoenix, but it used to be Flagstaff, I think. I don't remember. But it might have been Prescott. Oh, I should not be doing all this trivia if I don't know for sure. But Disneyland was almost built in Flagstaff.
Why?
I don't know.
Because Arizona has the most sun.
Oh, yeah. Obvious. Well, but Flagstaff is the second snowiest city in America.
That's a horrible idea to put a theme park in the snow. Okay, continue.
That's probably why he didn't do it. All right, question number 2. Oh, and this is from Group Games 101. That's the website.
Okay.
All right, question number 2, Brendan. Historically, Arizona's economy has relied on copper, cotton, cattle, citrus, and climate. What is this otherwise known as?
What do you mean? What is it otherwise known as?
What do they call that?
Agriculture?
The 5 C's. The 5 C. The 5 C's of Arizona.
Thomas, what are your 5 C's?
Cunt. Citrus. I'm a citrusy boy.
That's a callback to one of the earlier ones. Oh, Jesus. All right, back to the trivia, kids.
All right, Brandon. In what year did Arizona become a state? I mentioned this last week.
111 years ago.
Which would be?
You're making me do math right now? That makes me want to make... So it's 23... So, what was that, 19...
1912. All right. And in Arizona, what is the state's official neckwear?
Bandana.
Bolo tie.
A what? Oh, bolo tie.
Yeah. All right. In Arizona, what is it unlawful to refuse somebody?
A drink.
Of water. Yes.
Oh.
It's illegal to refuse someone a glass of water.
Nice.
All right. And then this is going to be our last one. These are just little tidbits. So on June 26, 1990, the hottest day was recorded in Phoenix. What high did the temperatures hit?
122.
Yes.
Serious?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Now, what is the hottest temperature that I have been in?
113.
Motherfucker, that's a nice day. Are you kidding me? The hottest I've been in was 121.
Oh.
113.
You almost made the record.
There is nothing to complain about 113.
Other than it being 113.
I know, but when you're out there, that's just like Corner Goblin's shaking her head. You don't like that? 150. Like I think it was.
It's a dry heat.
When I was there last summer, I think it was 51 days in a row of 110 or higher. And within that, like 51 days, there was like 20 days of 115 or higher.
Yeah, well, our temperature felt like that.
Yeah. No, and here's the other thing. Everybody in Arizona's like, well, it's a dry heat. Oh, whatever. And like everyone's going on about like, well, at least it's not humid. I've been here for 100 degrees, 100% humidity. It is way better than 115 degrees and no humidity. I don't know what you guys are. What's wrong? Like, stop lying. It's
There you
okay
go.
that it's hot, but just stop being like, well, at least it's not humid. Go fuck yourself. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, get your people, dude.
Like, I would rather have 90 degrees no humidity than 90 degrees with humidity, but don't try to act like, oh, be happy it's 115, but it's dry. Bro, I am not kidding. I walked out of my like little office at work one day. I looked up at the sun and shouted, enough.
Yeah, bro, you need to get your people.
You just get fucking mad in that kind of heat, dude.
They talk about this dry heat like it's God's gift to Earth. Like it's, I understand it, okay, but the fact of the matter is, it's way fucking hotter there.
No, and here's the other thing. Have you ever opened your oven and you're like, damn, that's hot?
Yeah.
Imagine like that, but you can't close the oven. Yeah. That's what it feels like.
Well, you just have to go inside.
There's one, yeah. Well, you can, but sometimes it gets so hot that transformers explode and there are rolling blackouts.
Do you guys have a lot of humidifiers out there?
Not really.
I'm surprised.
I mean,
Like,
people like in their house do it sometimes, but you don't really like need a humidifier.
so
I
these
don't
people are
think.
just walking around ashy as fuck? Like what?
I moisturize.
Or you could have a humidifier.
Well, I was never ashy.
Okay.
Do you know what the biggest fucking culture shock is? It's just like how long it takes things to dry. Like it can take my hair like an hour plus to dry out here. Out there, a few minutes. Danielle was out visiting me in Arizona. Well, she wasn't visiting me. She was visiting someone I was living with. And then that's when we met. But like you would shower, get yourself all dried off. You would dry off very quickly. You could just hang your towel up and that would dry off quickly. Sometimes here I put a towel up and it's still wet like until the next day.
Mm-hmm. Like 12 hours.
Yeah, what the fuck is that about, dude?
That's how I've
I
always
ride
known
my
it
bike
be.
to work and like the wind chill freezes my hair.
Maybe dry your hair.
I try, but it's not dry enough in the atmosphere to do it. Out there, I go outside and my hair dries instantly. I want to take you to Arizona this summer just to show you how crazy it is. Oh, don't even get me started on the haboobs. Do you know what a haboob is?
What?
It's these rolling dust storms that can be over a mile tall.
Why is it called a haboob?
Well, they only happen in two places in the world, the Middle East and Arizona.
Well, generally boobs are
Haboob.
come in twos, so.
So here is a picture of a haboob.
Okay.
Okay. That isn't kind of terrifying? Yeah, I got stuck in two of them. Brandon, I'm not kidding. When I was in haboob, I could not see from me to you.
Bro, I'm always trying to get stuck in some haboobs.
I love a boob too, but no, but it's crazy. It was really funny. One time I was walking home from the park with a friend of mine, and we got stuck in a haboob, and they just roll in. You don't even.
You have no time to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but by the time I got home, my mom was like, "You look like a damn chimney sweep," just from all of the dust coming around and just like collecting on me. I mean, I'm from Arizona, but I look like I could have been from Mexico, my man. I was a
just
few shades
covered.
darker.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like getting in the shower and just like the water was just all dirty and muddy and ugh, nuts.
Haboob.
Haboob. Ha boob.
Just like,
Yeah,
why-
no, I got
why
stuck
is
in
that?
two of them, but the biggest fear is if you're in one of those is catching valley fever, which is a fungal infection in your lungs.
She got valley fever.
That can
She
sideline
got
you for a
valley
few
fever.
months too. It's a hostile environment, but god damn if it isn't beautiful. But no, I haven't like I mean the haboobs. It's not like a regular thing. But yeah, and then I moved here
You know we get earthquakes?
in Missouri.
Yeah.
What? Why? Is there a fault line?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't know where the fault lines are.
I don't remember exactly where the fault line is, but yeah, we've had earthquakes. It does not happen very often, but there have been earthquakes. I think the last one I remember, I think there's been one since, but the last one I remember was like junior high, maybe. So that would have been damn near 10 years ago, probably.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on. Damn, dude, I'm old.
No, I'm
15 years ago, sorry.
I'm trying to bring something up, and like 1,000 ads popped up on my phone.
Penis enlarging pills.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
all right, Brandon. We've talked about Arizona.
Yes.
We've mentioned that the Super Bowl is this weekend.
Doo-doo.
So, do you have a prediction?
Yes.
What is your Super Bowl prediction?
My prediction is that I'm going to eat so much food that I can't catch a buzz.
Okay, well, do you have a final score or winner prediction?
Nope.
Okay. I think
I think if Mahomes is as injured as we think he is, Eagles are going to win.
oh yeah, my homeboy. See, here's the thing. He's having a little bit of a break to really get over that injury. But the thing is a high ankle sprain. I said this. We talked about it when it happened. Like that puts people out for weeks. Mm-hmm. He played that game, then the next game. He's having a 1 week break. Like, he might be busted all to hell. But he's a really good thrower of the football, so he might not have to use his legs.
Well, I mean that's how he finished out that time he played in that game. He was just hopping around and handing it off.
But the Eagles are good. They have Javon Hargrave, which I'm hoping the Steelers make a move and bring him back. I don't know. I feel like I want to say it's going to be Kansas City, but I could also see Philly just winning by like a field goal.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout either way. I think it's going to be fairly close. I think it's going to be around 30 points for both teams.
Well,
I could see a 31-34.
If Mahomes doesn't end up playing the whole game and they got to throw the backup in, he's not bad, but
Chad Henne?
I think it could be a blowout if he screws the pooch. You know what I mean?
There is no way that Mahomes doesn't play.
Yeah, he's definitely going to do everything in his ability to play.
Okay. And so this is what we got. Here's the stat line. This is from CBS Sports. The over-under is 50. What do you think?
I could see that.
Are you going over or are you going under?
Under.
You're going under? Okay, I'm going over.
Okay. Well,
So, and we will revisit this. We will revisit this after the game.
Put some money down, boy.
All right, you want to do $5?
Yeah, I'll do $5.
Okay. So $5, I'm taking the over. And so the Eagles are favored by 1.5 points. What do you think about that? I'm not betting on that one because I have no idea.
All that means to me is that it's going to be a close game.
Yeah.
Is what they're predicting.
Well, and the home team gets a 3-point swing. They always get 3 points. But, I mean, like, you're the home team in the Super Bowl. You're not in your home environment.
No,
so I don't know.
I don't know how there can even really be a home team.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Who's the home team? The closest?
No, it
Please.
alternates. So the Eagles are the home team, and it's really just what color jersey you wear, or you get to choose which jersey you wear.
Right.
But the Eagles were also the home team when they played against the Patriots. But, Brandon, this is not the first Super Bowl to be played in Phoenix.
Right.
Or it's not even in Phoenix, it's in Glendale. But this is not the first Super Bowl to be played in Arizona. There have been 3 previous Super Bowls in Arizona. So welcome to the second game. So we are going to play a little guessing game, Brandon. I will tell you the year, and then I want you to tell me what teams it was. Just guess.
Okay.
Okay. The first ever Super Bowl in Arizona was held at Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe in 1996. So this was the 95 season going into 96.
Cowboys?
And?
Eagles. No, not Eagles. Cowboys and Niners.
That is not possible. They both play in the NFC.
Well, shows how much I fucking know.
Let me tell you
about
this.
that.
My mom went to this Super Bowl. So who does my mom like?
Steelers.
Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And any guess on what the score was for that game?
Nope.
Okay. Well, Dallas won. They won with a score of...
I probably could have told you that Dallas won, but...
Yeah, well, no, Dallas won, and I
that
was
was
like...
during their run.
Yeah, and I was only like 7 months old, and my mom was like, "Damn it, Thomas, you're my bad luck charm for this team. I have you, and they don't even win." But no, the whatever their name is, the Dallas Cowboys, they won 27-17.
Okay.
And that was Dallas's 5th Super Bowl triumph, and they have not been back since. Okay, and so, Danielle, can you look something up for me? What year was Don't say anything about it. What year was Super Bowl 42? Oh, after I said that, I know. I'm pretty sure I know what year it is.
You want me to say it or you don't?
Just tell me the year or the date.
2008.
February of 2008?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Brandon, in the 2007 season, so Super Bowl was played in 2008 in Arizona, Super Bowl 42 was played between who?
2008, you said?
Mm-hmm. And this was a oh my God, are you kidding me? Is a pretty wild thing.
Giants?
And
Patriots?
yes. And do you remember who won that game?
The Giants.
Yes, and that was the 18-0 season for the Patriots that Eli Manning ended.
Right.
Yeah, so that was the first one that they played. It ended with the Giants beating the New England Patriots with a final score of
I have no idea.
17-14, which that was like the helmet catch with the whatever. And some people argue that the play should have been called dead, but I don't know. I'm kind of glad they let it play out. But he threw the ball. I think it was David Tyree. He caught it on his helmet, and then Plaxico Burress, who used to be a Pittsburgh Steeler, he caught the eventual game-winning touchdown to make it 17-14. That let them win. All right. Okay, I need another year. Super Bowl 49. Is it February 2015 or February 2016?
2013.
February 1st, 2015.
Okay. All right, Brendan. And so the third and final Super Bowl before this one was I'm sorry, you said 2015? Okay. So it was the 2014 season, so it was played in February of 2015 in Arizona. And I will tell you this, this will give it away, but one of the previous teams that we've named was in this one.
Patriots.
And
I believe this was the Super Bowl that I made my first top hat.
that really narrows it down for me, buddy.
Maybe not. This might have been the one after I made the top hat. I don't know.
Seattle Seahawks. It was in the middle of the
Seahawks.
Seahawks, they had beat Denver the year before, and then they went to a repeat appearance. This is the Legion of Boom era, you know what I mean? And the Patriots went on to win because of the interception where you got to give who do you give it to Marshawn to run it in, but they didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And there's the running theory that they just wanted Russell Wilson to be the MVP, so they wanted to give him another touchdown to throw, but just win the fucking game. What's more important, a ring or almost being the MVP? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so the Seattle Seahawks were beaten by the New England Patriots 28-24, and that was the Patriots' 4th Super Bowl victory, and they went on to win 2 since, tying the Pittsburgh Steelers for most Super Bowls as a franchise.
When did the Bears go? Was that 2005?
Yes, no, the Steelers went in 2005 for Super Bowl 40. Let's see. But, speaking of Black History Month, this Super Bowl is the first time that 2 black quarterbacks have faced off against each other. But when the Bears went to the Super Bowl, that was the first time that 2 black head coaches played against each other. Because the Bears were coached by Lovie Smith, I believe, Brandon. Mm-hmm. And the Colts were coached by Tony Dungy.
Yep.
And that was Super Bowl 41. So that was 2006, the 2006 season going into 2007.
Correct.
And who won that game, Brandon?
Shut up.
It was the Colts.
It's tea time.
It,
I'm the problem. It's
what,
me.
I'm in tea time. What are the words, Danielle? Everyone. It's tea time. Everyone agrees.
Okay, so why hasn't Taylor Swift done the Super Bowl halftime show? Because she's too big. That's right.
Okay, but like the Super Bowl is like the most nationally watched thing ever. I mean, like
televised.
Televised
But you know
nationally
what?
in the United States. She might as well.
Television has fallen off, dude.
I agree. Well, it's about to be on YouTube.
There's podcasts that are getting better viewers, more viewers than the Super Bowl.
Damn.
Yeah.
I know, but like the thing is, and Danielle, I think you'd be interested in what I have to say about this. And because, so like The Weeknd, for example, he did the halftime show, and I didn't really like it, right? But in an interview with him, he said that he put on the show that he wanted to, like on the scale he wanted to. And so if I was a musician, the biggest draw for me, bold words coming from someone that can't play any musical instruments, but I feel like I would want to do the halftime show out of just like a desire to do like
It's like
that big of a like, because you're not really going to get an opportunity to have a physical stage that big.
Well, it's like an accolade thing. It's like like a dream thing, and then I'm sure to do all kinds of crazy effects and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Taylor Swift does that for her whole tour, dude.
No, I know she's doing stadiums
on a scale 20 times that.
No, I know she's doing those stadiums and all that, but
Not just stadiums. Every song is a finale.
well, is she? But she's
giant,
like having
giant stages with crazy like acrobatics and special effects and
I didn't know that.
oh my god, go watch one of the. She has one on Netflix.
I just canceled my Netflix and my Hulu, and when The Last of Us is over, I'm canceling HBO Max. I'm cutting out distractions, Corner Goblin. Don't judge me. Thank you.
I think the latest one is on Netflix, but there is one on YouTube also.
I'll have to come over and watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it again. We'll put it on the good sound bar and crank it up and rock out to it. Danielle says she wants to do it tonight.
Danielle, I'm going to bed. I gotta go. It's 9. It's gonna be 9:30 by the time I get out of here. Do you know what shit we're gonna talk? Don't worry, I'm cutting this. Do you know what shit we're gonna talk as soon as we hit pause or stop?
It's true. Talk a lot of shit.
Can I watch Anti-Hero?
'Cause it's tea
She
time.
has one of Anti-Hero?
No. No.
Get the
No,
fuck
that just came out.
Oh.
This is she hasn't done that tour yet.
Oh, well, then I don't know. I guess never mind. But I mean, like, it's more than just like, oh, I'm too big for that, or I make more money than that. Like, I don't know. Just like the Super Bowl would just be like a cool thing to do. Because I feel like a lot of people watching the Super Bowl are not people that watch Taylor Swift.
I don't think that's true at all.
I know, but like, I don't listen to Taylor Swift. I'm much more likely to watch football than Taylor Swift.
Have you noticed how the commercials for the Super Bowl have kind of fallen off? They used to be like crazy insane, and now they're just kind of like meh.
They're just commercials.
They're just meh.
I feel
and you see them before the Super Bowl anyway because they blast them out on social media.
I was just about to say the commercials I see in the Super Bowl are the ones I've already seen. Like it used to be all about the commercials. Like everyone loved them because they'd be like fun and creative, but now they're just regular commercials. They're not even anything that would impress me.
I literally just saw a thing on, I think it was Bud Light's Instagram that was like, click here and watch our Super Bowl ad. I'm like, why would I want to watch your Super Bowl ad? I should be watching it at like watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah, let me watch it during when it's supposed to go out.
It also didn't look that great just from like the clip picture.
Ooh, Bud Light, you hear that? Your number one fan starting to diss.
We'll have to see, man. I'll tell you what though, I don't think it might be just like a Instagram scrolling ad with Miles Teller.
I know him. I mean, I know of him.
He's got a cool little ad running for Bud Light.
I am gonna save up enough so that we can have a Super Bowl ad.
Those are expensive.
It might be like 10, 30, 40 years from now, but wouldn't it be cool if we had a little thing like, I'm Jen and I'm Thomas, and this is Jen and Thomas. Listen to Jen and Thomas.
Or we just save up money and then pay the Instagram fee for it to be blasted out farther.
Or the amount of money it would take for a Super Bowl ad, we could also just retire.
You're right. Look at that.
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna do that one. I think I'm gonna.
You mean we could just like quit our jobs and just podcast?
Yeah. I think I would rather do that than have a Super Bowl ad.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, Instagram. You know, it's actually a lot cheaper to advertise on Instagram than I expected. I might get into it. We'll find out.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I don't know, dude. Like, I remember Budweiser used to have like the best Super Bowl ads.
Yeah, they'd have the
then,
Clydesdale ad. The
yeah.
then they have whatever.
And it
else.
was always just gonna be like, man, who's doing this? Or like movie announcements would happen.
Do
during the
you
Super Bowl.
remember the Doritos commercials?
Maybe, I don't know.
Those
I
were
can't
always
remember.
the best Super Bowl commercials.
I don't remember these things.
Like the one that the kid puts him in a time machine, quote unquote, and it's just a cardboard box. And
Oh,
he's like,
I do remember that one.
And then he comes out. There's an old guy. Get off my lawn. He goes, Jimmy, you're old. Like he actually. There's some good ones.
I know there's good ones, but I don't really like remember them specifically. I need it's like I would need you to tell me them, or like I
E-Trade
watched
Baby?
like an old E-Trade Baby was good. Oh my god, I haven't thought about that in years.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like I never remember them off the top of my head. I have to see an
There's-
old like clip show.
There's I'm sure they still do it. They do it every year. The like top Super Bowl ads of the past. Like they usually do that leading up to the Super Bowl. They have that program running. I'm burping. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just waiting.
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. Are you still burping?
No, I was finished with my
Oh,
thought.
okay. My bad. You know, one thing that bothers me, and you're a football fan, so you know this, and I'm sure you've been to a Super Bowl watch party before at least once in your life.
I usually throw it.
Okay, well, either way, you'll understand this.
Continue your thought. I have something after that.
Okay. The worst thing about these Super Bowl parties is people will talk during the game and then be quiet during the commercials.
Mm-hmm.
But what's even worse is, like, lately we were talking about the commercials aren't as good. People talk during the game and then stay quiet for the trash commercials now.
Mm-hmm.
Breaks my heart. My heart has been torn and broken.
So there was a year that my dad, he won a Super Bowl party from the radio station. What was it? Well, the Hooters girls came and brought wings. The disc jockeys from the radio station came, and we invited like everybody we knew. And it was what were they? Like the Miller Lite girls or something were there too.
I didn't know that was a thing, but sounds fun.
Me and my 13-year-old friends got pictures with them. We felt
Nice.
so cool.
That must have been a big day for Quincy, Illinois.
I'm not from Quincy.
Where do you live? Bloomington Normal, Illinois. Blow no. No blow here.
Oh my god. But he won a 42-inch TV from that, and
Damn, dude, that was huge back then.
yeah, 15 years ago or whatever.
Damn.
42-inch TV, all the food supplied. The radio station came, and yeah, it was a good time, man.
That's awesome. Speaking of football, we've talked about arena football before. So Arizona has an arena team. Arizona has 3 arena teams. Arizona team is the Arizona Rattlers, and they had cheerleaders. And my mom went to something, and the Arizona Rattlers cheerleaders were there. So she got a picture of them that they all signed for me, and they said, like, Hart Thomas. And my mom was like, the cheerleaders signed this for you. And I framed it and put it in my room.
Cute.
Yeah, I was in like middle school. And then I wasn't there, but then when people would come over, they're like, oh, this is cool. Like, yeah, they all liked me a lot. I never met them, but I was like, they signed this for me.
Right. Jesus.
Yeah, no, I got all of their signatures. I mean, hey, they're not half bad looking for an arena football team.
Oh my god.
Cheerleader.
So the stadium that they're playing in Arizona, is this the one that's like shaped like a snake?
Oh, for the Super Bowl?
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's meant to be shaped like a snake and a barrel cactus.
So I remember watching it on Discovery when they were building that. They had a show about it.
Yes.
They can move that field in and out, can't
Yeah, it goes just meh. So it's like a dome. They can open and close the dome, and then
Mhm.
they can also It literally just looks like railroad tracks. But the field just goes straight out. And then so the field goes out, and then they have like events inside.
Right.
But yeah, no, they. I mean, if you live in the sunniest state, might as well let nature work for you.
Take its course.
Yeah, so it helps the grass grow. And then I think that technology that was developed for that stadium that is used in Vegas. I think they do that too.
Oh, okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think they do.
I could see that.
Because they're in a dome that can't open, I believe.
Oh.
It's called like the black hole or something. You know, Vegas is like a giant black dome. If I could easily Google this, but I'm not going to.
No.
And so if you're listening at home, just comment, tweet, Instagram, DM me. I'm not looking it up. You can do that for me.
Yep.
But yeah, no. I remember when it was built. It was a really big deal, and they had I think I was in 4th grade. Is that only built in 2009?
Sounds about right.
No, wait. No, I was in 4th grade in 2004.
2009, you probably would have been in 8th grade.
2009 I was a freshman.
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends on what part of that year, but yeah.
No, but I thought it was built when I was in 4th grade. I don't remember when it was built, but it was a big deal, and we went to it. All right, now I do need to find this, because I need to know which teacher I had.
Boo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo.
Stadium.
It's the State Farm Stadium.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, State Farm Stadium. It used to be the University of Phoenix Stadium.
Interesting.
So it was Cardinal Stadium. So it was built in 2005, 2006. So we went for like 5th or 6th grade. I remember that now. And so it was Cardinal Stadium from August to September before they had the naming. Before someone got the naming rights. And then it was named University of Phoenix Stadium, and then State Farm took over earlier this year.
Wow.
But yeah, it's natural grass. It was renovated in 2014 and 2017. So it opened August 1st, 2006. So it's about 16 years old. Interesting.
Yeah. I just remember when they were building that on that show, it was a really cool looking stadium.
Yeah, and there was a time where the 49ers were actually playing out of it for a little while. I don't know if you remember that. It was during COVID. Well, hold on. Now I have to Google this one. Hold on,
I
everybody.
don't know why they wouldn't play out their own stadium.
Yeah, so the 49ers were forced to play in Arizona partway through the 2020 season because of COVID-19 restrictions.
Oh,
Like the city's laws were so strict.
Yeah, California was ridiculous.
Yeah, so they spent their last 2 home games in Arizona. Oh, because COVID-19 in Santa Clara County, COVID-19 restrictions, it included a ban of contact sports. So they had to play in Arizona for their last couple of home games. So the home games were in Arizona, and then their away games were just wherever it was. Mm-hmm. But one of their games ended up like being against the Cardinals, which was just kind of funny. And then I think there was a problem with the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, so when their home games was against the Cardinals were at home.
Yeah, and then there was something to do with the Seahawks where there was like a little bit of a scheduling conflict. I don't remember exactly, but it was just kind of like, damn, dude. And like, as an Arizona boy myself, I'm not really a big fan of California, so we will happily take the San Francisco 49ers rent money.
Yeah, they do some whack stuff out there, man.
Yeah. No, and I like to tell people like where I lived with Scottsdale, and they're like, "Oh, what's it like?" I'm like, "LA, but better." And if you're in LA and you're like, "No, LA's better," no, you're wrong. It's okay, but you're wrong. It's bad. Have you been there? Have you gone outside? Have you tried to drive down the street and it only take 20 minutes? No, everything takes an app. Just fuck you. LA is the worst.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I went to high school with this guy. His name was Eric. You know Eric?
Yeah, I know Eric.
Yeah. He was obsessed with LA. He lives in Arizona.
Yeah.
Big Lakers fan, big whatever. And anytime anything would happen, he would just be like, yeah, but like, it's better in LA. Why don't you move there?
Come on, Eric. Get
No,
your head out of your ass.
You know, that's the whole thing. In Arizona, people from California move to Arizona all the time, and they'll be like, man, Arizona's whack. Cali is way better. Okay, then go back to California. And they're like,
nah.
There's like a reason there's a mass exodus out of that state.
Yeah.
And like Northern California is beautiful, but
they
there's
get-
more people in LA than out of LA. So LA
Yeah.
is where I blame most of my disdain.
Yeah,
I love San Diego. though.
dominates a lot of the politics and stuff because
Yeah.
it's such a big metropolis.
Yeah, and that's like an issue. Even if like, and that's kind of an issue I have with California. I do feel like it's too big of a place. I think that it should be split up, and the issue is because of it politically. Not even saying like because if you're leaning like right or left, but like the politics that you might view for living in LA because it's such a city, like a lot of those like laws and policies and other things you might think be really important that really doesn't apply
to the
and
rest of the state.
and it can affect negatively like some of your like tax implications for these like things in Northern California or out in counties. So
Well, that's like the argument with Illinois and Chicago.
yeah,
Chicago dictates most of the politics for all of Illinois, even though Illinois kind of has the opposite politics as Chicago.
Yeah, and same thing with like Washington, like in Seattle. So it's just a dicey thing. Like even if you're voting for something that is like not even a controversial topic, but it's just something that like is fitting for living in a city, a lot of those like business and tax laws can be not so great for businesses out or like farmers and all of that other stuff. But anyway, I think California is too big. I think they need to, and there have been a few different bills where they try to split the state up. I do think it should be split into 2 or 3 because like LA alone, I think it's LA, but maybe definitely all of California, but I think it's just LA, but like the population is bigger than all of Canada. You know what I mean? And they're broken up into different states because and it's more than just location, it's just
Land,
population.
but I could see them at least doing like a north and south.
Yeah, or like a coastline, like divide like LA and San Diego, or not San Diego, San Francisco, like that kind of like those coastal cities. Make them their own state, dude. I don't care.
I think
I don't
just
live near the beach.
splitting it north and south would probably take care of a lot of problems.
But anyway, Brandon, so final thoughts here. It's winding down to the end of the night. We've talked Arizona.
We've talked Super Bowl.
We've talked Super Bowl. What? Just give me your gut react. What are you doing on Super Bowl? What do you think is going to happen? Who's winning?
Me, boy. I'm winning. I'm eating a lot of food, drinking a lot of beer. I'm winning.
Brandon's winning. Are you rooting for anyone specific? Because, I mean, we're Missouri boys now, but we know Joe.
That's right.
And we know Jill.
That's right.
Danielle?
Well, you don't know Jill.
I know Jill.
When have
She
you
lives in Arizona.
Oh, you did meet Jill.
Jill likes the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know Joe. We know Jill.
Hey, Jill.
Hi, Jill.
I don't know if she listens to this.
Hi, Jill with your short king boyfriend.
Right. You know, I think it's going to be a good game. But if Mahomes is like nearly 100%, he's going to destroy the Eagles.
Yeah. Well, I feel like even if he's quote destroying them, it's still going to be close. Like I feel like no matter what happens, I do think that the score is going to be close. Even if like one team is particularly like dominating, you know what I mean? I feel like one team will just like have control and the other team is just going to be constantly playing catch up.
Yeah, agreed.
So, like I genuinely think if either team gets makes it a 2-score game, they're just going to run away with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like even if that just means like the Eagles score and then get a turnover early, I don't know if Mahomes is going to be able to catch up.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So, I think that's what it's going to come down to. Genuinely, the game might just come down to one turnover.
Could.
Maybe that's my prediction.
All right.
Yeah, and you heard it here first, we have our $5 on the over-under.
Right. I'm under 50, you're over 50.
I am over 50. And if it is 50, we give each other $5. No, it's a push. Right. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the game. It's been quite a journey this football season. Every Sunday we've been hanging out, socializing, eating wings, recording podcasts. It's almost end of an era. It's
recording YouTube videos as well.
Recording for YouTube. It's a shame that our friendship has to end here, you know.
Till next football season.
It's been really good hanging out with you. But no, I'm really excited. Well,
we were talking We have to find something new.
Yeah,
to
we have
watch
to.
on
Yeah, we have
Sundays.
to like get new hobbies.
We're like F1 maybe.
Yeah, F1.
or-
That'd be kind of fun.
Oh, XFL.
Oh yeah, the Battlehawks.
Yeah.
But I don't know when they start. Soon.
March maybe.
That'd be good. We can get into March Madness.
Nah,
All right. Brandon doesn't like basketball,
not a big fan.
but I don't know. I'm excited. I mean, I don't know. And like just in general with football, I'm excited where the Steelers are going to go. The Bears have the number 1 pick. They might trade back and get a couple new picks, so the Bears can have a bright future. They already have a quarterback. They just got to get everything else.
Yeah, I don't know what their plan is. I'm not gonna pretend to try to figure it out either.
Yeah, but we will see. We will find out next year, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, Brandon, until next football season or until next week, whenever people like listening, where can they find you?
Brandon Churchill at Brandon Churchill on YouTube. On Instagram, Brandon_Churchill_95. Twitter, if you do that sort of thing, is Brandon Churchill without the U in Churchill. And find me on the streets.
You are one for the streets. But as for me, you can find me on Instagram at CaptCoolKid. That is CAPT, Cool Kid, and Bad Boy of Botany. I don't post very much, but when I do, you're like, damn, another banger. You know what I mean? But as for the podcast, you can follow the podcast on the Instagram for the podcast at Jen and Thomas Podcast. For YouTube and Twitter, we are at Jen and Thomas Pod. But yeah, and then as for where you can find us in general for your listening, wherever podcasts are found, I hope, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. There's a few international ones, and I'm on a lot of them. Samsung. I'm still waiting to get on Amazon Music and Audible, because I guess Audible has podcasts. It's been a while, but they still won't let me on. Working it out. But anyway, if there's a place you like to listen but can't find us, please let me know, and I will make it my number 1 priority to get there. And I don't know. I think that is it. Do we have anything else to plug? Hut Hut Hike. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and con a boat.
Don't drink and con a boat.
And Hut Hut Hike.